A miracle has happened in Lagos. A virgin, 20-year-old woman who has never met with a man before is currently pregnant. Amazing. Unbelievable. Isn't it? But this is a real life story. Bola is from a very poor background. She was born and grew up in Ilesha. Her father is a poor farmer, while her mother sells firewood. Bola is the only child, and with the little they make, they use in financing her education up to secondary school level. All through her schooling, Bola was always coming top in class. She cleared her final WAEC papers in flying colors. But unfortunately, her parents had no financial capability to finance her university education. With nothing else to do, she joined her mother in fetching firewood from the bush to sell in front of their house. While some of her friends went on to higher institutions to further their education, three of them, namely Iyabo, Aduke, and Ashabi, followed an area auntie to Lagos, who promised them ready-made employment. It was a big surprise for Bola when just a little over a year that they left for Lagos, her three friends came back to Ilesha and started spending money as if it was going out of fashion. They all came with expensive dresses, bags, shoes, jewelries. They also came with lots of gifts and money for their parents. Curious, Bola asked them their source of money, and they replied that they work as a sales representative each for a German company whose Africa's headquarters is in Lagos. They all told her they are giving free accommodation in addition to free meal 3 times a day. And on the 25th of every month, they receive alert on their phones of their fat salary. Bola's eye became widened. Her whole body was on fire. Instantly, she started begging them to take her along to Lagos whenever they are going back. As soon as they left, she ran to inform her parents of the development. While her mother immediately gave her a blessing for her to go to Lagos, her father was skeptical. He wasn't really convinced of the source of Bola's friends' money. But at that time, the old man was seriously sick, bedridden. He had stopped going to the farm. It was from the firewood selling efforts that was sustaining the family. And money was needed for his treatment. So it wasn't difficult for mother and daughter to convince the old man to allow Bola to go. And so Bola's friends introduced her to the area auntie who took them to Lagos. A week after that, they all left for Lagos. They all left for Lagos, where they were accommodated in a big house in Ikeja, the capital city of Lagos State. But the first thing that got Bola curious was the fact that a lot of guests were in the house, most of them sleeping at that time of the day. When she asked why they were sleeping and not in their offices at work, her friends told her that those were guests on night shift, that they just came back from work, sleeping now in order to gain enough strength to resume work at night. But when in the evening, the guests started going to take their bath, one after the other, and all of them dressing up in skimpy dresses that barely covered their private parts, Bola instantly knew she had been tricked into prostitution trade, and she started crying. It was then one of her friends, Iyabo, came out clean to her. Look, Bola, it's no big deal. Yes, prostitution is what we do. There is big money in this business. Some nights you can make up to 500,000 naira in a single night. What other business will fetch you such a huge amount? Besides, we don't allow them screen to screen. They use condoms. Bola, think of your poor, sick parents at home. This is an opportunity to put your family in a big way. It is an opportunity to pull your family out of poverty. Make big money, Bola. To hell with your big money. How dare you? You, Iyabo of all people. You trick me into this, How can you even ever imagine that I will agree to this rubbish? Knowing quite well that I'm still a virgin, I've never met with any man before. So, in your small, tiny, empty skull, it's through prostitution that I'll get this virgin, Abi? You must be mad. Bola fired back. For a whole week, Bola refused to join them. But after lots of persuasion and pressure from her friends, and then threats from the area auntie who brought them to Lagos, Bola reluctantly agreed. Now, Femi Adewale is the son of one of the richest men in the city of Lagos. Femi, a graduate of business administration, is a very handsome 32-year-old man. But on this day, he is heartbroken. One of the saddest men under the sun. Reason is that he caught his girlfriend of 6 years, a girl he was trying to get married to. At the end of the month, At the end of the year, red-handed in bed with another man. To bring him out of his cocoon, his close friend decided to take him out for fun. They first took him to an hotel where they engaged him and the others in drinking spree. Thereafter, they lodged in an upscale hotel and ordered for hookup girls. Incidentally, Bola was the girl given to Femi. But when it was time to do the do, Bola refused to take off her wares. Instead, she started crying. She was crying bitterly. Puzzled, Femi asked her why she was crying, and Bola told him the story of her life from A to Z. Are you telling me you are a virgin? Femi asked again and again. Yes, I am a virgin. This is actually my first night of coming out to do this wrong thing, Bola replied. Femi was dazed and fell for her instantly. All through the night, he didn't touch Bola. Instead, the following morning, he looked for and took her to the nearest medical center. He asked the doctor to confirm if Bola was truly a virgin and also carry out a comprehensive test on her. He left her in the medical center and promised to be back in 2 hours, for he wanted to go attend to some business issues. When Femi came back 2 hours later, the doctor confirmed that Bola was truly a virgin and has no any medical issue. Femi was further carried away. He took her away from the area auntie's place, put her in one of his father's houses, and made 3 promises to her. He promised to marry her. He promised to finance her education up to university level. He promised not to touch her until their wedding night, since that was Bola's wish. He enrolled her in a tutorial to prepare her for JAMB. But trouble started when 3 months later, Bola started exhibiting symptoms of a pregnant woman. Meanwhile, ever since she knew Femi, Bola had never given any man any opportunity to even toast her, talk less of dating anyone. Always from home to the tutorial center and back home. Femi took Bola to their family doctor, where it was confirmed that she's pregnant. Baffled, Femi kept asking her who did it, but Bola repeatedly kept swearing that in all her life, no man has ever slept with her. The story is just starting. Don't miss part 2. Thank you.